Shooting USA is brought to you by SnapSafe and the full line of Trek-Lite lockboxes. Affordable security for home or travel. Get 15% off with code SUSA15 at snapsafe.com.
Throughout history, firearms design has been a specialized affair, with each design created for a specific purpose. Think shotguns for wing hunting or heavy-bore rifles for big game. Well, there are a few examples where a well-crafted design could serve dual purpose. Dr. Lewis Drake has one to show us. The James Wilkison smoothbore is now one of history's guns. History remembered and sponsored by the Civilian Marksmanship Program. At the dawn of the 19th century, the era of the flintlock firearm had reached its pinnacle in terms of both function and form. And the sporting guns being produced on the British Isles were among the finest in the world, especially those produced by the great gun makers of London.
The London guns were always perceived to be the best. In other words, a young man, if he really wanted to impress somebody, he would go to London to get his gun made. But there were a lot of fine gun makers that were outside of London, provincial makers that turned out exquisite firearms from different parts of the land.
A good example is this functional art. It's a 16-bore double-barreled flintlock that came not from England, but from Scotland.
And it is made by a James Wilkison, unknown maker, previously unknown to me. And this is an extraordinary find. It's really a superb gun. Everything about it is as good as any London gun that was ever made.
But in a place renowned for its big game hunting, a Scottish sporting gun had to be up to the task.
This one has wonderful locks. Look at this. That's built up in the center there, and then you've got two big posts up here to give the head of the cock extra support. This thing is built like a tank. And the other interesting part about this gun is the barrels. The Scottish-made guns, they were particularly fond of having a smooth-bore gun with heavier barrels than you would normally put on a shotgun, and using it as a ball gun to shoot deer and larger animals. And so here's a smoothbore gun with real thick wall barrels, nice heavy barrels, not rifled. And these would shoot with a rifle out to 35, 40, 50 yards, bringing down game.
And if the old adage about the practical Scotsman is true, this sporting gun fits the bill. With its smooth-bore barrels, it could be loaded with shot or round ball, or either one of those in each barrel at the same time.
But it could do either well.
Functional to say the least, and capable too, even with a heavy round ball and no rifling.
This will shoot a 2-inch group at 35 yards. Great shooter.
Even still, this great shooter was obviously built for a gentleman Scot who enjoyed the finer things.
Beautiful Scottish-style engraving, which had a very characteristic geometric pattern. Why the Scottish did this, I don't know. But I've seen it on numerous Scottish guns. Right here, between the poinçons, there's a head of a Scottish cow. You've seen the Highland cattle that roam well. They were proud of that species, I guess. So that identifies it as a Scottish rifle right there. So it's great to find a nice provincial maker that you've never heard of and be able to study his work.
The .22 Advanced Rifle Cartridge easily outperforms all other .22 caliber cartridges in its class, producing .22 250 performance in an AR-15 platform. The .22 ARC is engineered to take full advantage of the most aerodynamic .22 caliber bullets. This means tighter groups, increased accuracy, and an exceptional shooting experience. 22 Advanced Rifle cartridge from Hornady.
Thanks again for tuning into the Shooting USA YouTube channel. We hope you enjoyed the content. A couple of notes. Make sure you take advantage of SUSA15 at snapsafe.com. That's our discount code that saves you 15% on anything from SnapSafe, and that gets to be some big money when you start talking about modular safes and vault doors. Also, if you haven't done so already, please consider subscribing and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our new content. As always, a like and a comment helps us with that algorithm.